3 years ago, we were forced to move from our wonderful home that happened to sit in the center of the radiation cone from over 40 cell antennas mounted on a high rise across the street.
People who live in apartment and condo buildings have had antennas on their buildings for decades. And first of all, there's never been any documented health outcome in any way whatsoever. Never, ever. Despite living with dozens of antennas on their rooftops.
After careful searching and moving twice in 1 year, we now live in a radiation-free home, and we have largely recovered from the many negative health effects that we were suffering from our previous home, including insomnia, heart palpitations, severe headaches, ear ringing, and worsening thyroid disease, all of which, by the way, have been documented in peer-reviewed scientific studies as effects of living in constant 24/7 RF radiation. The so-called science that the lead sponsor of the ZTA constantly refers to comes from Gerald Bushberg, a well-known industry consultant at Crown Castle and wireless companies going back decades. As Thea Scarado has already explained, we are still waiting for the FCC to justify or provide a reasoned explanation based on the science for its RF limits. By enacting ZTA 2201, you are actively taking away our right to choose to live in a healthy home by giving telecom corporations free rein to put a cell antenna on any utility pole in our county and removing a right to receive prior notice for residents or any right of hearing or appeal. You will be forcing us to live in 24/7 radiation against our will or force us out of our home and the county we love and have called home for 30 years. I urge you to consider the wide-reaching consequences of your actions as you vote on 2201. You are accountable for every single one of them. Do the right thing. Abolish the unneeded and unfair ZTA 2201.
People who live in apartment and condo buildings have had antennas on their buildings for decades.